College football season is over, and aside from the relatively momentary diversion for the late signing day on Feb. and the start of some spring practices, basketball takes center stage until April. Jacksonville is one of those stages. For the third time since 2006, the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena will be the site for early round games in the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Despite the fact that we won't know who plays until March 17, 4 days before the tournament begins, tickets are already flying through the internet in secondary markets. A quick check of the available seats through Ticketmaster that are parallel to the basketball court sidelines from courtside to the upper reaches of the arena showed that less than 300 remain for public sale. There are still plenty of seats behind the baskets, but as interest increases during the run-up to March Madness, expect those to go fast, as they did the first 3 years the NCAA came to the arena since it was rebuilt. History shows that the city won't get shortchanged when it comes to getting some college powers. The NCAA, for reasons of competitive balance, tries to spread the teams out among the 8 regional sites. Indeed, the first 2 NCAA tournaments in Jacksonville produced the eventual national champions, Florida in 2006 and Duke in 2010. The 2 survivors in 2015, North Carolina and Xavier, were knocked out in the regional semifinals. Among the other Jacksonville participants since 2006, Syracuse, Texas A. There's also been at least one glass slipper for a Cinderella in Jacksonville. 2 big upsets got the 2006 tournament off to a rollicking start as number 12 Texas A. Cornell, seeded 12th in 2010, toppled No. 5 Temple and number 4 Wisconsin to advance to a regional semifinal. And who could forget the sight of R.J. Hunter of Georgia State calmly sinking the game-winning three-pointer to cap a 13-0 run as the No. 14 Panthers stun No. 3 Baylor in 2015, with Hunter's father and Georgia State coach Ron Hunter falling off his wheelchair in excitement, a chair he was forced to set in during the game because the week before, when Georgia State won the Sun Belt Tournament championship game, he tore his Achilles tendon celebrating that victory. But who's going to be in this year? Well, 13th-ranked Florida State 13-2, for starters, as long as the Seminoles shake off the effects of their 65-52 loss to Virginia last week in their ACC opener, a score not nearly as close as it looks, and start looking like the team that beat Florida, LSU, Purdue, UConn and St. Louis. FSU did bounce back a tad with a lackluster 68-62 victory over Miami on Wednesday. We'll find out much more about the Seminoles on Saturday when they play host to top-ranked Duke. FSU was a number 9 seed with a 22-11 record last season that included a 9-9 conference record and a first-round ouster in the ACC tournament. The NCAA only rewards teams that earn a 4th seed or higher with early-round sites close to home, so that Noles need to bank on doing better than .500 in the ACC to ensure the 175-mile drive to Jacksonville. The Florida Gators, 9-5, need an epic SEC run just to get in the tournament, the way things are currently going. The silver lining is that UF's only loss by double digits was the season opener against FSU, with the other 4 losses coming by an average of 4.5 points against Oklahoma, Butler, Michigan State and South Carolina. Like FSU's victory over the Hurricanes, the Gators' victory over Arkansas on Wednesday wasn't pretty. But it was a road game. And also like the Seminoles, UF has a huge test at home on Saturday against No. 3 Tennessee. If the youthful Gators, 9 freshmen or sophomores on the 15-man roster, with only 3 seniors in the rotation, can figure out how to win those close games, who knows? But Mike White and his teams needs to start doing that now. The margin for error is 0. The 2 main bracketology experts are generally considered to be Joe Lunardi at ESPN.com and Jerry Palm at CBSSports.com. Lunardi's most recent prediction was made on Jan. 4, before most conference schedules began, and had the Seminoles as a number 3 seed in Jacksonville. Palm hasn't updated his bracket since Dec. 2017 and at the time had FSU as a No. 4 seed in San Jose. Lenardi's last bracket predicted the following schedule in Jacksonville: FSU vs. Number 14 Radford, Number 2 Tennessee vs. Number 15 Abilene Christian, Number 6 Marquette vs. Number 11 San Francisco, and Number 7 Purdue vs. Number 11 UCF. Palm's last bracket for Jacksonville was Number 3 Houston vs. Number 14 New Mexico State, Number 3 Auburn vs. Number 14 College of Charleston, Number 6 Furman vs. Number 11 Kentucky, and Number 6 Nebraska vs. Number 11 Utah State. But a lot has happened since then, such as Kentucky beating North Carolina, Louisville and Texas A. Remember, they're just projections. There are a lot of balls in the air between now and March 17th and a lot of crazy bounces possible. Martin's farewell tour. Area Florida State fans, or simply baseball fans who appreciate what Seminoles coach Mike Martin has accomplished over the balance of a 4-decade career, have several opportunities and are close to the first coast to catch an FSU game during his final season. The Noles' first game against an in-state rival will be Feb. 19 at Jacksonville, 5 p.m., FSU's 5th game of the season and Martin's 52nd career game at Sessions Stadium. FSU plays host to UNF on March 6, 6 p.m., is at Florida on March 12, 6:30 p.m., and returns to Jacksonville for the final time in Martin's career on March 26 when the Noles play the Gators at the baseball grounds. Florida State has home games on April 2 against JU, April 9 against Florida and May 7 against JU. The Seminoles are playing 8 in-state teams, a total of 16 games in Martin's final season. In addition to the games at JU and versus Florida at the baseball grounds, FSU plays games at South Florida, Feb. 26, at Miami, April 5-7, and at Stetson, May 8. The Noles have other home games against UCF, March 19, and FIU, March 20. In case anyone's counting, Martin needs 13 victories to reach 2,000 for his career. Game No. 13 is against UNF. Bobo declines raise. Here's a twist on the astronomical college football coaches' salaries. One guy has left money on the table. Former University of Georgia quarterback Mike Bobo, the Colorado State coach, was scheduled to receive a $100,000 raise for this year, which was not tied to performance. Bobo did that anyway, telling athletic director Joe Parker to keep the money after the Rams went 3-9. Bobo makes $1.8 million per year and is 24-27 in 4 seasons in Fort Collins. This is an administration that stood behind me, and I felt like we didn't live up to our end of the deal, Bobo told ESPN. I wanted to make a statement to our players that we're in this together and you've got to be accountable, starting with me.